Happy Thanksgiving. That's the day I'm filming this video for my YouTube channel. I am Benjamin, and this is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Today I'm going to share with you a theme video on Cornucopia and their appearances on banknotes. This is a little odd, somewhat of a topic and a theme, but when I found 5 or 6 notes that have something in common on them, I like to share them as a theme, and so that's why I'm going with the theme of Cornucopia. And it's very timely as well, because as a lad in my family home, every Thanksgiving my mother put a little cornucopia with some plastic fruits and some fake greenery in the middle of the dining room table. This was back in the 70s, when you often had a decorative centerpiece in your table regardless of the season. Ours happened to be a cornucopia, although we often called this a horn of plenty. And I remember we played games like this in school. We even played a modified cornucopia game that was a shark, and you'd reach into the shark's mouth and pull treasure out of the shark's mouth before it would close on your hand. Not really your typical cornucopia, but a cornucopia is usually something that provides spontaneously food items for you and your loved ones to enjoy. Sri Lanka has a form of a cornucopia that looks like a jar or a metal dish that seems to mysteriously fill up. If you are from Sri Lanka, you might add some information about this to this channel. I'm not including a banknote of Sri Lanka that depicts this dish, but today we're just going to share cornucopia. And the first that I'm going to share with you is from Belgium. This is a 50 francs, and on the back we have a pair of horses. We have a peasant, an idealization of a peasant bearing sheaths of wheat. When we turn the note over, we have the watermark. We have another maiden carrying a ship in one hand and a cornucopia in the other. You can see the cornucopia right here, the horn all the way up here, full of fruits of the harvest. So there you go, the first cornucopia in a theme of cornucopias. Let's move to Canada. We've got a $2 bill here. This particular $2 bill has King George VI on it. I like the pink-orange color of it, and this banknote is from the time where they've decided to add the French and the English legends on a single banknote. So I'm not seeing a horn of plenty or a cornucopia on the face of this note. Let's turn it over and see what the back bears for us. Love that design. Here we go. We have some sort of maiden here in the middle. And we have a whole bunch of symbolic things. We have grapes, it looks like. We have wheat. We might have corn there. She's sitting here, and it looks like here we have the curled horn of plenty on the back of this Canadian $2 bill. Let's move from there to Germany, where I'm going to share with you a 20 Reichsmark. And this is a 20 Reichsmark pick 181, and pretty ornately designed with engraving, and that's kind of how they kept these notes safe back in the day. But you can see silken fibers, and there's a watermark over here. But on the front, I'm not really seeing a cornucopia, so it must be on the back. And sure enough, we have, it looks like a miner or an idealization of a mechanical worker here. And we have two little naked cherubs that are tastefully draped, and then ribbons on the top, and then here at the bottom on either side of this medallion we have horns of plenty bearing fruits of the harvest. How about that? It's not just Germany that shows those. It is Peru, which we're going to. These are a lot older Peruvian notes than I sometimes share. This is a 5 soles de oro, and it is from the De La Rue Company, although it looks a lot like some of the production you would see of the American Banknote Company. But here we have a 5 soles de oro, and on the front you see a Phrygian slave cap on a pole. You see the sun, which is the arms of Peru. You see a lot of lathe work, but you don't see a horn of plenty until you turn the note over. And in this case, the horn of plenty is actually part of the arms or sigil of the nation. In green, we have it looks like a pair of wreaths. I really don't know the plants of them, but it is like it forms a design with the shield in the middle and another circlet of leaves up at the top. You have a llama. Looks like you have a tree. And then here you have a horn of plenty, only instead of the fruits of the harvest, this horn of plenty is gushing forth wealth. There you go. Horn of plenty. We're going back to Canada, and this is a $1 bill. And it's from the time of King George VI, and it's also the issue that has a combined French and English legends on the note. And I really hope this isn't the exact same back that I showed you a while ago. Otherwise, I need to do a better work. Ah, thank God I didn't do that. Okay, here we have a different vignette on the back. And this vignette has, it looks like a fasces, or, you know, a group of sticks that, you know, when we work together, nothing can break us apart. You see a similar theme on the back of U.S. dimes, and the eagle on the non-commemorative quarter of Washington. He is sitting on a similar device of bound sticks. But here, to the left and the right, we have a pile of grains and fruits of the harvest. And over here on this side, we have a horn of plenty with, like, oh, I assume some sort of fruit or apple, you know, falling out of the horn of plenty. So, boom, there you go. Horn of plenty. All right, let's see what we've got going next. I've got a Colombian 2,000 pesos that I'm going to share with you. And on this side, we have Santander. And we have a bird in flight. Although I'm not seeing our Cornucopia. So let's flip this note and see what we got going on this side. Y'all, I'm still not seeing the Cornucopia. How on earth was this? Ah, I see the Cornucopia. We have the Cornucopia up here in this area here. And we've got a group of flags on both sides. And then it looks like we have two cornucopias framing some sort of badge in the middle. This is one of the more discreet cornucopias that I've shared with you. This must have gotten by me the first time, because it certainly got by me the second time. And yeah, it was available here on this side. On this side, it's colored in, and the cornucopia serves as this banknote's offset register. The final banknote I'm going to share with you is from Asia. And as my friend Saeed would remind me, this is not from the Middle East. This is from a country that borders Pakistan and is much more close to the Indian Peninsula than it is anywhere else. But here we have a 10,000 Afghanis, and here is the bank logo up here. And so we have an ancient coin, we have Arabic, it looks like we have some Greek, and right here we have a pair of cornucopias spilling out coins. What do you think, guys? I'm Benjamin. This is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Add your cornucopias to the list and have a jewel of the day.